So, do you want to be better this 2020? Perhaps you would like to become a better person, a better you, a better husband, a better wife, a better office mate, or a better you, a better version of you. The good thing is, actually, you can. But we must have an aim. What I mean aim is A stands for attitude, I stands for intentionality, and M stands for management of time. So these three things will be your key in order to navigate 2020. And let us see if I hope you would follow this series, because it will be a 3-part series that we will study how to become a better you this 2020. Mga kapatid, a change in the year or a change in the day does not guarantee a change in your life. John Maxwell said, "The calendar can only guarantee that tomorrow you'll become older, but it does not guarantee that tomorrow you will become better." Have an aim, have a goal, have a clear vision this coming 2020. Stick around for this series. The first part is A for attitude, second part is I for intentionality, and the third part is M for management of time. Have this aim this 2020. God bless. Today we will focus with attitude. What is attitude? Attitude is the way we see things, the way we interpret things in our lives, a way of thinking. It is the mind's paintbrush. Whatever you paint in your mind, you will become. Yan po yung attitude. In Proverbs 23 verse 7, sabi doon, "As a man thinketh, so is he." In other words, kung ano ang iniisip mo sa iyong sarili, sa iyong buhay, maging ganun ka rin. Henry Ford said, "If you think you can, or you can't, you're right." If you think positive, you will have a positive attitude. If you think negative, you will have a negative attitude in life. Because your attitude affects your outlook in life. Now, attitude is different from behavior. Ang behavior po tinatawag itong pag-uugali. We can say that attitude is the way you think. Ito po yung mother of behavior or the way you act. In this way, you will not confuse between attitude and behavior. Attitude is unseen, while behavior is the monitor of your attitude. Kung ano yung attitude mo, lalabas yung behavior mo. Now, if you want to change the direction of your life so that you can be successful, or you want to be a better person, you want to be in a constant pattern of growth, you want to become a better husband, a better wife, better children, or better disciple of Jesus, try to evaluate your attitude. Because attitude is a small thing that makes the big difference. We'll see the example of Manny Pacquiao. Tignan natin si Manny Pacquiao. We know the history of this man. We know kung saan siya nanggaling. Anong klaseng buhay meron sila noon. But look at where he is right now. 8th division champion, a boxing legend, Hall of Famer, mayaman, respetado, influential. His rise to stardom and fame was because of his great attitude. Of course, apart that God blessed him. His different outlook in life. And you see, hindi hadlang ang kahirapan. Well, maybe sabihin natin na kasi may talent siya. Let me tell you one thing. Talent is just one part. Talent does not make a person successful. Maraming talented dyan na hindi naman umaasenso. Because talent is not everything. And you will see that it's not about his boxing talent, because he became a congressman. He became a senator, preacher, philanthropist. Walang kinalaman ng boxing dyan. But because of his positive attitude, he was able to unlock great possibilities of his life. Well, you can imagine the people mocking him, people in the Congress or Senate mocking him kung ano yung kanyang kapasidad. But does he allow fear to threat him? No. Because he has a positive attitude in life. It's the way he sees things, the way he paints things in his mind. Another example is the lion. Sabi nga ni Miles Monroe, the lion is the king of the jungle. But magtataka ka because bakit naging king of the jungle ang lion? The lion is not the strongest animal in the jungle. Ang lion hindi siya yung fastest animal in the jungle. He's not even the smartest animal in the jungle. But he is the king of the jungle. Bakit? Attitude. When he sees an elephant, what comes to his mind? It's food. And when the elephant sees the lion, what comes to the elephant's mind? Aba, kakainin ako nito, kaya takbo na ako. You see that? It's a big difference in attitude. Sabi ni Zig Ziglar, attitude, not aptitude, determines your altitude. Let me repeat. Attitude, not aptitude, determines your altitude. Sabi ni Charles Swindoll, we cannot change our past. We cannot change the fact that people will act in a certain way. We cannot change the inevitable. The only thing we can do is play on the one string we have, and that is our attitude. I am convinced that life is 10% what happens to me and 90% of how I react to it. And so it is with you. We are in charge of our attitudes. Now, this leads us to our second point, how we can maintain a positive attitude in life. Since attitude is mainly on how we see things and how you paint things in your mind, therefore we have to deal with our thinking, our minds. It means we have to feed our minds with positive thoughts, healthy thoughts, clean thoughts. Ang sabi ng Bible sa Philippians 4 verse 8, whatever is true, whatever is honorable, whatever is just, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is commendable, if there is any excellence, if there is anything worthy of praise, think about these things. The Bible says, feed your mind with positive thoughts, winner thoughts, beautiful thoughts, healthy thoughts, good thoughts. Now, let us remember that our mind is a thought factory. It is a thought factory wherein sa ating pong mga isipan, andun po yung mga thought na lumalabas. And in this factory, we employ two engineers. One is engineer success. The other one is engineer failure. Ang trabaho ni engineer success is to make sure that you will win in life, that you will be successful in life, that you will become a better person, that you will improve. Ang trabaho naman ni engineer failure, he wants to ensure that you will fail in life. He will feed you with thoughts that is contrary to your goal. Ito po yung pinaka-negative sa ating mga buhay, si engineer failure. Now, they live in our minds. And he wants to make sure that you can come up with the best excuse you have in order not to do things. Now, ang problema, kung sino sa dalawa ang binibigyan mo ng trabaho palagi, siya yung maging malakas. For example, if you always feed engineer success with good and positive thoughts, then he will become strong. If si engineer failure naman ang palaging nagtatrabaho kasi palagi mo siya binibigyan ng trabaho, then he will be busy. Hanggang sa hindi niya makaya ang trabaho, he will hire another staff in the production area until such time na sobrang busy na sila that engineer failure will took over the whole production facility. Puro negative na lang ang kanyang ilalabas sa isipan mo. So, you are doomed to fail if hindi po tayo maingat, mga kapatid. Positive attitude is very, very important. We see in the book of Numbers chapter 13, when the 12 spies were sent by Moses to Canaan to check the land and to give report bago nila ito i-conquer. 10 of them says, "Oh, they are so big. The people there are so big. We are like grasshoppers. We have no chance against them." Hindi natin sila kaya. But 2 of them, namely Joshua and Caleb, says, "If the Lord is with us, we can do it. We can have the land." So, 2 different attitudes and 2 different mindsets, which means we have to do 2 things in order to have a positive attitude. 1, feed yourself with positive thoughts for you to have a positive attitude. Number 2, guard yourself from the negative thoughts which leads to a negative attitudes. Well, what are these negative attitudes? I think they come from the enemy. Sasabihin nilang, you can't do it. So sabihin mo sa sarili mo, I can't do it. I don't have what it takes. They are better than me. Ganito na talaga ako. Pinanganak na talaga akong ganito. Wala na akong magagawa dyan. Wala akong ganito. Kulang ako sa ganito, sa ganyan. Mahirap lang kami. Hindi ko kaya. Those are the negative thoughts that is being produced by our negative attitudes. At minsan, alam mo, we have this negative self-talk. Be careful because sometimes we do have a self-talk and sometimes we are so cruel sa ating mga sarili that we always feed negative thoughts sa ating mga isipan. We talk to ourselves negatively. You know what? No one can defend yourself if ikaw mismo, tayo mismo, yung mag-i-inject sa ating isipan ng negative na mga bagay. Mahalin naman natin ating mga sarili. Mahal nga tayo ng Diyos eh. Take care how you talk to yourself. Kung ano yung iniisip mo sa iyong sarili, magiging ganun ka. Yan ay isa sa malaking hadlang, especially pag ikaw mismo ay nagpuput down sa sarili mo. The result, you will have a lower self-esteem. Ang problema ng lower self-esteem, marami tayong magiging kaaway because we always think negative towards people. Now, and because we input these negative things in our minds, and like a paintbrush, negative na rin ang ating paningin sa ating kapaligiran. Most of the time, ganun yung mga nangyayari. Negative tayo sa ating mga sarili at sa ating mga kakayanan. Imbes may potential tayo, hanggang potential na lang dahil hindi man na-cultivate. At ang masaklap, negative na rin ang ating paningin sa ibang tao. Pinag-iisipan natin sila ng masama. Nagkakaroon na tayo ng negative assumptions when we start to have these negative emotions towards them. Ang problema ganito, mga kapatid. Nakita mo yung mga kasama mo na may pinag-uusapan. Dahil negative yung attitude mo, iisipin mo na ikaw ang kanilang pinag-uusapan. Then after that, you started to feel these negative emotions towards them. Hindi mo naman alam kung ano ang kanilang pinag-uusapan, ikaw ba or sino. Negative thoughts leads to negative attitude, and negative attitude leads to anger, bitterness, dissensions, factions, rivalry, gossip, blaming. At hindi nalulugod ang Diyos sa mga ito. Kaya sabi sa atin ni Lord sa Ephesians chapter 4 verse 31 to 32, get rid of all bitterness, rage, anger, harsh words, and slander, as well as all types of evil behavior. Instead, be kind to each other, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, just as God through Christ has forgiven you. Be careful po tayo kung ano po ang ating pinapasok sa ating isipan. Kapag negative, rebuke agad. Nag-iingat din tayo sa ating mga pinapanood at pinapakikinggan kasi may epekto yan sa ating kaisipan eh. For example, if palagi tayong nanonood ng mga programa sa TV or sa internet na puro hatred ang andon, puro mura ang andon, kailangang may filter ka doon. Huwag gayahin ang kapamaraanan ng kanilang pananalita, mga tono ng pangiinsulto. Sabi nga ni Gandhi, I will not allow someone to walk in my mind with a dirty feet. So, on the other hand, where does this positive attitude and positive thoughts come from? I see two sources, mga kapatid. One, your faith in God or your relationship in God. Number two, the promises of God and His words. Bakit po yung faith in God source ng positive attitude? Of course, if you have a faith in God and you have a relationship with God and you know God personally and through His Word, mga kapatid, you can be confident in your life. And if you have a positive outlook in your life because God promises you a lot of things, and you know in God promise He will really deliver. If you put your life in an all-powerful, all-knowing, ever-present, sovereign, loving God, He will take care of you. He will take care of me. That's my confidence. I am serving a positive God. And my prayers to Him are yes and amen. He looks after me and my family. And He is my great shepherd. Bago lang tayo nagsimula nag-celebrate ng Pasko, mga kapatid. Anong sabi sa Luke chapter 2 verse 10? I'm giving you a good news of great joy. You see, our God is so positive. He's giving good news. And this good news produces great joy in our lives. That's so positive, mga kapatid. The great joy comes from Jesus Christ and having a relationship with Him. And not only that, my God also has given us His great and precious promises through His words. His words na mababasa natin. We all have access to His words. Now, how do you feel when you read in the Bible verses ito, mga kapatid? Philippians 4:13. Oh, anong mararamdaman mo dyan if na-meditate mo yan? Sige daw, basahin mo. Philippians 4:19. Oh, di ba? Ang sarap ng pangako na yan. Psalms 23 verse 4. Take time to read, mga kapatid. Psalms 23 verse 1. Matthew 6:34. Oh, take time to read. You know, if these verses landed to your brain as an information only, then they have no use to you. But if they landed in your heart as a revelation from God to you, which it is, then huhubugin ito ang iyong kaisipan, ang iyong gawi, ang iyong pananaw, ang iyong pananalita, at iyong buong pagkatao, lalo na ang iyong pananampalataya. Look, I'm not saying na maging mayaman kayo if you have positive attitude. I'm not saying na mawawala ang lahat ng inyong problema if you have good attitude. What I'm saying is your attitude will make a positive difference in your life and in the life of people around you. Why do we need to be positive? Because we are surrounded by negativity, especially in these times. John Gordon said, being positive does not guarantee that you will not fail, but being negative does. So if you want to be a better person, if you want to make an impact and difference in the life of others, if you want to be a blessing, if you want that God will give you a breakthrough, let us examine our attitudes and be honest which part we need to improve. Mga kapatid, 2020 is few days away. And you have a big chance to make a turnaround this year. Let us start it with our own attitude, our own perception, our own thoughts in life. Until then, pag-uusapan natin sa susunod yung ating second installment ng aim, which is intentionality. The third will be M, which stands for management of time. God bless. Happy New Year.